Hi, this is Ed from Exotic Blanks, welcoming you to the last Sunday night at the movies, at least the last one for 2013. Let's call this Beginner's Acrylic. What I'm going to do is approach it the way that I was taught when I was taught to turn wood. It was approach, then ride the bevel, and then cut. And so, of course, they also gave us a 3/8 inch gouge as the tool of choice. So what we're doing here is taking a 3/8 inch gouge and doing just what they're telling you to do. Approach, then ride the bevel, and once we rode the bevel until we turned, raise your right hand, the back of the tool, until you start to cut. Then once you're cutting, you're supposed to be able to just push into the wood and make a cut. So we're pushing into the plastic and showing what will happen if you try to do that. It will make a cut, but it certainly won't make a very even cut. And it makes it kind of a series of little jig-jags that you're getting. And that's what we're trying to show here. As you try to maneuver and get better and better angle at the cut, again, your right hand is lower than your left hand, and you are trying to get the bevel to cut the blank. And it's not a very easy process. It can be done, but it is not tremendously easy. As you can see, I kind of drift back into my natural way of doing things, which is to use the side of that cut a little bit. Instead of going head on, I'm now trying to cut it, but I'm cutting it more like you would shave your face. I'm going parallel to it. I'm not actually pushing into it. And you can see that by doing that, I've gotten all kinds of little dimples. On the right-hand side of this blank, you see all kinds of little scratch marks. It's not going real well. It's making cuts, but it's also scratching it up pretty badly. So instead, we try to use the side of the tool a little bit. Now, I have cut this tool so that it's got two longer edges. I've sharpened it that way. And then the front is, of course, rather blunt. But you can see when I start using the side of that tool, instantly you can see that the cuts are much nicer. And just by the shine on the blank, you can tell that it's cutting and it's making a nice smooth cut instead of the jagged that we were getting when we were going straight in. So what we're trying to say here is that you can do better if you just try to change your angle and pull toward the one end or the other. In other words, you're not pushing into the blank, you're cutting along the outside of the blank. If you want to make it even easier, you can take a much larger tool. This is a larger 1 inch approximately roughing gouge. I'm just driving this, by the way, with a simple spur, and so the drive is not very good on this, and that's the reason it stops from time to time. But as you can see with the larger tool, it's relatively simple to cut it and get your ribbons. So just to finish it off, I grab a skew, 3/4 inch skew, and most of you know that I'm going to be very comfortable with that tool. So it's real easy to just run across there and take nice light cuts, and you will get everything to work out fine. On the other hand, I realize that I've been doing this a long time, and it doesn't necessarily work that way when you try it. So the other thing that I've done here is also tried a much larger skew to show you the difference. When you get into larger tools, you will find that they don't vibrate as much, and therefore it is easier for you to keep your cuts without getting problems with the cuts, without having chatter. So that's why if you take a larger tool, as you can see here, this is a 1 1/8, I believe, skew. It's one of my favorite tools. It will go across there and cut that without any trouble at all. One of the reasons is it's a heavy tool, and it therefore does not chatter. As I go across the, even when there's square and there's corners on it, this tool will pretty much take care of any blank that I've ever tried. So if you are having trouble with small tools, I'm not a proponent of spending a lot of money on tools, but by the same token, sometimes if you get yourself one large tool, you'll find out, gee, everything goes a whole lot better when there is no vibration. What we've been turning here is normal acrylic. They call it acrylic acetate. It is a rubbery acrylic when compared with others, and as a result of that, when you turn it, you get off ribbons fairly easily, and it's a fairly simple blank to turn. It is the easiest of the acrylics. If you were going to start somewhere and you haven't done acrylic before, acrylic acetate AA is the easiest stuff to turn and learn on. So that concludes this video. I suggest that you buy a couple of blanks of AA, acrylic acetate, and try these techniques. If you have any questions or problems, obviously you know how to contact me through Exotic Blanks. You'll find the phone number at the top of the page on the homepage of exoticblanks.com. We look forward to doing these on a periodic basis and hope everybody gains something from it. You have a great evening. This is Ed at Exotic Blanks. Thanks for watching. Bye now.